You're not dating a body, you're dating a mind. At first glance, this might sound absurd. What do you mean I'm not dating a body? Of course I'm dating a body. I see them, I touch them, I sit across the table from them. What else is there? But let's peel this back layer by layer. The body is what you see, sure, it's the form, the packaging, but the mind, that's what you're truly engaging with. That's what you're actually dating, whether you realize it or not. Let's break this down. The illusion of the body. The ego loves to lead with the body. Why? Because the body is easy, it's visible, it's tangible. It's a convenient bait for the ego's endless need to hook another fish. The body becomes the shiny lure in the vast ocean of attraction. But let's ask an honest question. How many people have married the perfect body only to find themselves lonely, disconnected, and miserable? How many bodies have walked people into heartbreak, toxic relationships, or worse, because the mind behind that body was shallow, disconnected, or self-absorbed? Here's the truth. The body is nothing more than a communication device. It's like the phone you use to make a call. The phone itself is just a tool. It's the voice on the other end that matters. But imagine if you spent all your time obsessing over the phone case and ignoring the conversation. That's what happens when we date a body instead of a mind. What does a shallow mind look like? A shallow mind is like a kiddie pool. Sure, it looks inviting on the surface, but there's no depth. You jump in and realize you're stuck splashing around with nowhere to dive. A shallow mind obsesses over appearances, status, and validation. Conversations stay at the surface, small talk, empty compliments, and the constant need to be seen and admired. It's like trying to read a book with no pages. You pick it up expecting a story, but all you get is the cover. How long before that feels empty? What does a disconnected mind look like? A disconnected mind is like a radio tuned to the wrong frequency. You're sitting across from them, but they're not really present. The lights are on, but no one's home. Their attention drifts, their thoughts are somewhere else, and their responses feel robotic. It's like trying to have a conversation with someone who's wearing noise-cancelling headphones. Sure, they're nodding, but are they really hearing you? What does a self-absorbed mind look like? A self-absorbed mind is a mirror that only reflects itself. Every topic, every story, every moment somehow circles back to them. Dating a self-absorbed mind is like trying to share a meal with someone who eats off your plate every time you're not looking. There's no space for your thoughts, your feelings, or your experiences, only theirs. No amount of form will make up for it. The most dazzling, sculpted, flawless body in the world can't mask the emptiness of an unengaged mind. The form might catch your attention, but it won't hold it. It's like being handed a beautifully wrapped gift box that's empty inside. The body can never be the master. It's a servant, a tool. But when you let the body lead, you're inviting the ego to run the show. And the ego doesn't care about connection, peace, or love. The ego only cares about winning, capturing attention, feeding desires, and keeping the cycle of separation alive. You're always dating a mind. When you're sitting across from someone at dinner, you might think you're engaging with their body, but you're really engaging with their thoughts, their beliefs, their values. If their mind is shallow, you'll feel unfulfilled. If it's disconnected, you'll feel unseen. If it's self-absorbed, you'll feel drained. But when the mind is kind, curious, and open, the body becomes secondary. It fades into the background, and the connection becomes about something much deeper. Two minds meeting, exchanging, and growing together. The danger of leading with the body. How many people have been led into toxic relationships, bad marriages, or worse, because they were blinded by the body? How many fell in love with the form only to realize too late that the mind behind it wasn't compatible? The body is temporary. It changes, it ages, it fades. But the mind is where true connection lives. So next time you sit across from someone, remember this. You're not dating a body, you're dating a mind. And if the mind isn't aligned with love, peace, and authenticity, no amount of form will ever make up for it. Now tell me, what are you really dating?